Hey, I'm Tiki,
And I'm Vic's dad.
and welcome back to Let's Drink. So today we're actually going to be bringing you some hurricanes, doing two different types, and let's get to it.
Yep.
First, we're going to actually start by juicing some oranges, though. So this will be fun.
You ever juiced an orange before?
I haven't, no.
Let me tell you, it's not worth it.
We were going to garnish with the oranges, but whatever. We got other things instead that are fancier. They're more fun.
So ideally you want to use fresh orange juice for this. You can just buy it in the store. That's easy.
Yeah.
But this will make it a little bit better.
So besides the oranges, you'll also need lime juice. So Vic said went ahead and prepped one already for juicing. And so let's get to making the drink itself.
Yeah. So the first ingredient to the Hurricane is going to be 2 ounces of light rum. Today we are using plantation rum because it looked good on the shelf and I think I've heard good things about it. Real technical over here, I know. So you want 2 ounces of that. This is a 2-ounce jigger. Not a super common size, but really helpful for drinks like this. Next, you're gonna want 2 ounces of dark rum. In this case, Gosling's Black Seal, which again, it's a brand I've heard of and I've heard good things. And I've had it once before in a drink. Dark and Stormy, it was really good. And then you need 1 ounce of lime juice. So I've already gone ahead and cut this. Now let's juice it.
Sweet.
This is a big ass lime, so it's probably gonna make 1 ounce from just a half.
That's pretty close.
Just about, yeah. 1 ounce lime juice, 1 ounce of orange juice. You know, we never figured out logistically how we're gonna pour that.
We did not, but that's okay.
Go team.
No, that's gonna be horrible.
That's a disaster. I'm gonna grab the funnel.
Okay, we need the funnel. You know, everything's gonna be okay. Oh.
1 ounce of orange juice, freshly squeezed, like I said. But again, you don't have to do that. It's a lot of effort.
Yeah, you can just be easier. Just go buy it at the store.
Yeah. So this is what you get from 2 oranges worth. It's not a lot, but like it's not nothing.
Which, it's enough for what we need though, so.
Exactly. But anyways, moving on, you need 1 bar spoon of grenadine.
Grenadine. Now this isn't real grenadine. This is just the roses stuff that you typically find. Not real grenadine. It's literally basically corn syrup and red 40.
Yeah, you can buy it in a store, and that's what makes it good. But
yep.
Let's be real. No one watching this is going to put in the effort of making their own grenadine. We didn't, and we're the ones filming this.
Yep, we thought about it. Moving on.
So we need 1/2 ounce of passion fruit puree and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Now what we have here is passion fruit syrup.
Because it was hard to find puree that wasn't expensive.
Yes.
And we also don't know where the hell to get passion fruit, so we didn't make our own.
Yes. We are able to buy this online. And the nice thing is, it is mostly sugar, so we don't have to add any simple syrup to this recipe.
Yep, so we're just going to omit the simple syrup for now.
Yep, so 1 ounce of this. That's the quietest pour I've ever heard.
Right?
It didn't make a single sound. And then that's all of your ingredients. So now you are good to add your ice.
And then at the same time, I'll kind of prep his glass.
And then you get your ingredients and you shake. This is one of those drinks where you really want it to be as cold as possible, so wait till you feel the glass get nice and frosty. Then you realize that you forgot to bring your strainer downstairs, and you improvise and pour.
And also, technically, the glass should be filled with ice, but to save on
To save on ice, I'm just going to reuse this, and we're going to get close to a full glass. And
Smells
then
good.
It does smell really good.
So we have some garnish stuff. So technically it calls for 1/2 of an orange wheel for a garnish, as well as some preserved cherries. We went and got some Luxardo maraschino cherries.
And
Not to be associated with the maraschino liqueur.
No.
Same brand, totally different thing.
So what you want to do is put an orange wheel on there. We ran out of oranges, so this is the most that we can do there. Open your very interesting maraschino cherries.
Be gentle.
Grab a whole one from the top. Skewer it. Skewer it.
They almost look like black cherries.
They do.
But it's probably just that syrup that they're in.
Skewer it and kind of put it on the top there. Oh, kind of want to just have it rest there. And then you don't have to do this by any means, but we bought tiny umbrellas. So you want to
Take your tiny umbrella.
remove the rubber band from it.
Remove the rubber band from your tiny umbrella.
Open her up. It didn't really come
Watch, it's gonna rip.
Probably. I've never actually used one of these before.
I haven't either. So this will be fun.
There might be instructions, but I mean, it seems straightforward. I've used an umbrella before. It's literally the same mechanism. Just,
That's so
just
cool.
tiny. Take your tiny umbrella. Just kind of, you know, don't do that. There you go.
There. Now you got your hurricane.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That looks pretty neat. If you have more ice, put it in there so it fills to the brim. Now it's the recap.
My turn. Okay, to recap, we need 2 ounces of light rum, which Vic's dad conveniently has here for me, and something to pour it in. 2 ounces of dark rum. An ounce of lime juice. You're right, that's firm. Then we need 1 ounce of orange juice. 1 ounce of grenadine.
Wait, is it an ounce of grenadine?
It's not an ounce of grenadine.
It's a bar spoon of
It's a
grenadine.
bar spoon.
That's so much more.
1 bar spoon of grenadine. ½ ounce of passion fruit puree.
Then you want to pour it in your glass here.
And remember, you want your glass to be full of ice, but we're not doing that to save ice.
Yes.
Now we're garnishing technically with an orange wheel, but we've got something different.
We got an orange triangle. It's good enough. It's literally garnish that you can't eat.
Yeah, you're not eating it. So, got that. I'm gonna go fishing for cherries. Gonna stab it. Whoops. Can I stab it? They're not very stabby. You put a little cherry on top, and then you take your tiny umbrella, because we have it. There it goes. Mine actually opened all the way.
It did, yeah.
And then after that, you got your hurricane.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I don't really know how we get to it, per se.
Yeah.
The garnish is kind of moderately in the way, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I think I'll
pop the orange down into the drink.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I'm just gonna eat this cherry here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
That's good.
That's really good.
I like that.
Imagine the sweetest cherry you've ever had, except it just melts in your mouth. Those things are $20 a jar. I can't be mad. That's really good. I keep the umbrella in there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey. It smells like passion fruit.
Well, I smell the orange peel because it's right in my nose.
Oh, whoa. That's real interesting. Like
Ooh.
there's 4 ounces of alcohol in here, so it's no surprise that it tastes very alcoholic. But it's not necessarily bad. There's enough sugar in there to definitely offset it.
Yeah, for me, I can tell that there's alcohol, but I don't really taste it.
Yeah.
And actually, when we were making it, when I was kind of smelling the rum after we poured it, it smelled sweet. It almost didn't smell like rum to me.
Yeah. It doesn't burn at all. Like,
Yeah.
you can taste that there's alcohol in it, but that's really where it ends. Afterwards, it just turns into a sort of juice explosion, which is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this just, yeah, it's delicious.
It's very good. I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, this is my first hurricane. I'm glad we finally did it because it's amazing. It's a lot of work,
Yes.
but it looks really cool and it tastes really good. It's very different from any other drink I've had before, just because of how juice forward it is.
Right.
It's very refreshing.
I feel like I'm on a tropical island.
Yeah. The tiny umbrella, while it's cute, it's enormously in the way.
Oh, yeah. I keep holding it every single time.
Yeah. I've been just kind of dealing.
I guess as some more flavor profile notes, it almost does taste slightly caramely to me. But what do I taste mainly? I think I taste the passion fruit and the orange juice
Yes.
very prominently. The lime kind of blends in. I don't really taste that at all.
Yeah.
But I think the caramely taste is actually from that dark rum.
Probably, yeah. The passion fruit juice is forefront. The orange juice is right up there with it, just maybe slightly behind it. The lime juice is kind of just there to hang out. Like it's blending it all together, I think. All of the sugar just makes it taste really good. The grenadine is mostly just sugar, so.
Yeah, the grenadine, if it was actually pomegranate, that might add some interesting flavor to it, but it's just corn syrup, so.
It's a very interesting color I've never really seen in a drink.
Right, yeah.
But it's really good.
Time to down it.
Yeah, let's slam it.
Let's slam it.
So upon slamming it,
Brain freeze.
the alcohol comes out. It comes out to play.
I also made a mess of myself.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Just a little bit.
It really hits you with all the flavors at the end there.
Yeah. Actually, that was probably the most flavorful I had it after pounding it. It was great, though.
Yeah. So with that, and all that being said, we're going to move on to something that might not be super great. Because as I was looking for recipes for this drink, I discovered maybe 3 sources online telling me about this recipe called the Bahama Hurricane. So we're going to have to reset here for a second, and we'll show you the Bahama. Okay, so for the Bahama Hurricane, number 1, the first ingredient is 151 rum. We were not able to find that in the store.
Plus, that's expensive.
Moderately more expensive.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy it, but they didn't have it, so not really upset by it. We're just going to have to deal with our standard Gosling's rum. Then we follow that. We should probably make this drink too. So what you want is, as I said, 2 ounces of preferably the strongest rum that you can find. And you're going to want to spill that on every single possible area.
That's how we do it here.
Then you want to follow that up with 1 ounce of coffee liqueur.
We
Today
have
we're-
Kahlua.
Yes, because it just seems to be...
It's a standard almost.
It's the most popular. I'm not going to say it's the best, because I honestly haven't had any others. But it's rum and coffee liqueur, so it'll do. Then you want 1 ounce of Irish cream. Today we are using...
St. Brendan's.
Yeah, I don't know if this is good. It's made with the Quietest Man Irish whiskey. Never had it. People online seemed like they liked it. I didn't want to shell out $30 for Bailey's. We're going to have to hope this is fine enough. Then you want a teaspoon of orange liqueur. So I will be using Cointreau. Most people use Grand Marnier for this. I didn't feel like spending $30 on one of those bottles again.
So we're just using some Cointreau.
Yep. And it calls for a teaspoon. I believe a bar spoon is slightly more.
You put a little bit more than a teaspoon in there.
It's going to be very orangey. That's fine. See, this drink is different. It still has orange in it, but it's in the form of liqueur. And that's everything you need. So now you're going to add your 2 ice cubes because we're quickly running out. Put your ice in there, shake it up, get it as cold as possible. Feeling the first one. Okay, this is not going to fill this glass at all.
Are you supposed to have ice in this?
Probably. Again,
I can grab an ice.
you want it as cold as that's like nothing. You want it as cold as possible. Garnish with an orange wedge and an umbrella.
We don't have an orange wedge at the moment because we already used those and we got rid of them.
So here comes an orange umbrella. That'll have to do.
Nice.
That looks fucking stupid. That looks straight up dumb.
I think we're supposed to use it in a smaller cup.
It called for a hurricane glass.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't even think with that full of ice cubes, I don't think you could fill that with how much they suggested.
I don't know. I'm not willing to double it, but now it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right, to recap, we are going to start with 2 ounces of rum, whatever strong rum you can find, preferably 151. I'm going to put it in here.
There you go.
Then we're going to do 1 ounce of coffee liqueur. Then we're going to want 1 ounce of Irish cream. Use this side. Then we're going to want 1 teaspoon or approximately 1 bar spoon of orange liqueur. Did the same thing.
Well, we're going to have similar drinks. That's good.
And then you get your ice cubes and you shake it up. Yep. And then to garnish, either use an orange wedge if you've got it. Otherwise, just use an umbrella if you also have it. And that's all we've got. This is the Bahama Hurricane.
Yeah,
It looks like iced coffee.
it's all rum based, but it reminds me of like a White Russian. With,
Yeah.
With just the looks, the smell, the general ingredients. It'll be interesting. It's definitely going to be more of a dessert beverage.
Yeah.
So, all right. Cheers.
Let's try it out. Like I said, iced coffee. To me, it tasted like iced coffee with a little spike in it.
See, I agree, except instead of a spike, it's like the majority of it is liquor, and then maybe there's a little bit of coffee, which is factually correct. This drink is literally every single ingredient is a liqueur.
Yeah, so there's lots of alcohol.
There are no ingredients in here that are mixers except for what's already mixed into the coffee liqueur and the Irish cream. It hits you with that rum, that ever so present rum.
I can only imagine this with 151 rum, because that's very that's like 75%. Right now we're just doing 40%. We're doing 80 proof.
Yeah, it would be twice as strong.
Yeah, 151 proof. Whew, that would be a hard-hitting one.
Yeah, no, the website that I got this recipe from basically said that this is a good after-dinner drink, like an after-drink digestive. It's very strong. It'll make you forget whatever troubles you have. It's incredibly so far removed from the standard Hurricane that we just made.
Right.
Like, they almost don't even deserve to be like side by side or share the same name.
But they're interesting.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's incredibly strong and oddly sweet, but definitely not as sweet as the original drink.
This is probably a really bad comparison, but I just like think of McDonald's iced coffee, just add a bunch of rum to it, and that's what it tastes like to me. For the most part.
I can see that, absolutely. I've done this in a couple of videos, so I'm going to do it in this one too. I'm going to take a sip and then just give you a real-time transcription.
Of his taste buds.
Yeah, because that's really the only way, I think, to do a proper drink review is just real-time analysis. So here we go. Initially in the mouth, it's very sweet and very smooth, but then it quickly, the second before you start to swallow it, it hits you with all of that rum and alcohol and then continues, especially if you're speaking. It just hits you even harder. The more I talk, the more the rum comes up. Starting out, it's very sweet. It's a very deceptive drink. It lures you in and then fucking punches you in the face. Any different
You know what?
thoughts?
I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Great. Episode 11. We've got a new segment finally.
Initially, I get the sweetness of the iced coffee flavor, which is mainly from that Irish cream. But then it kind of, now at this point, I'm tasting a little bit of the orange, like as it's kind of going down, a little bit of it. We had a little bit too much of it anyways, so that makes sense. But then the caramel flavor from the rum starts coming in, and just the overall taste of the rum starts coming in. And it's not necessarily bad. Like I guess in the case for us, it's 40% when it would normally be about 75% alcohol in that rum. So if it was that, it would probably be a lot more forward, more prominent. But with how it is, I think it's fairly smooth. You can taste it a lot, but I think it works out pretty well.
Yeah. No, I'd completely agree with that. Basically, like you said, in the mouth, it's very good. It's very sweet. It's very iced coffee.
Yeah.
It's literally the aftertaste and then the follow-up to that where you really start noticing that, oh, that's just alcohol.
Yeah. Like honestly, after you start tasting the rum, like the full-on aftertaste that I've got right now is caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Caramel and coffee.
Absolutely.
Which is actually kind of nice.
I don't want to say it's bad because it's really not. It's just incredibly different. I said that before. I'll say it again. If you make this with light rum, probably not going to get as much of that caramel flavor. It's probably just going to be more of that alcohol hitting you in the face kind of flavor.
Right.
So I probably wouldn't recommend that. Literally, the website we went to just said 151 rum. I searched some other posts online. Some people were using Bacardi 151, which was a light rum, which doesn't exist anymore. Fun fact.
Except for that Rum Island iced tea. They use it in that.
They keep it for themselves. So there's that. And then there's also Gosling's makes 151 dark rum. Probably tastes really caramely, but also probably pretty strong. I've never had it personally.
Same.
Would have tried it today, but the store that we went to didn't have it. Yeah, I mean, I really can't find anything else to add to this, honestly, aside from what I've already said. Like you said, kind of like a weird iced coffee sort of deal if you spike it. We've never actually had most of these ingredients on their own. It's hard to place which one is doing what flavor. But overall, it's not super offensive until you get to the aftertaste. And when you do that, just drink more.
And even when you do get to the aftertaste, like the first little bit is definitely rum oriented, but then shortly after it becomes a little bit more caramely, a little bit better.
It's not a good drink to drink fast. I can tell you that now from firsthand experience. I also just swallowed a whole ice cube.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I committed to the bit.
How does
there.
that feel going down?
It was fine. Literally, I can't even compare the two because they're so far removed. I feel more comfortable comparing this to a White Russian.
Yeah.
In which case, I think they're both good in their own different ways. If you prefer rum, the Bahama Hurricane is going to be a lot better. If you prefer just clear, neutral, as clean as possible flavor, then the White Russian is going to be better. But if you really enjoy rum, if you really enjoy everything that goes into it, yeah, this is good.
The Bahama Hurricane. Or even just the standard Hurricane like we made earlier.
Yes, 100% make a Hurricane. It's really good.
Yes.
There's literally no one that I would not recommend that drink to. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic. I will be making more in the future, possibly after we finish recording this.
Might as well.
Yeah, dude, we got
enough.
We got fresh orange juice. Not everyone can say that. Yeah, so this is the part of the video where we just slam it.
Let's slam it.
Yeah.
Woo! Whenever you're done cleaning your hands there.
Then we can wrap this up.
Say.
Oh, shit. Okay. Take it away.
So after slamming that, I definitely tasted the rum a lot more. It wasn't super great, to be honest. But, you know, as a sipping drink, you probably wouldn't be slamming one of those. So as a sipping drink, it's all right. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not a drink it quickly drink. This is a sip it drink. You're going to want a lot of ice in it. It's going to dilute over time, and that's only going to make it even easier to manage going down. Do not drink this drink fast. It's not going to be good for you. But yeah, if you sip it, it's fine. I would not advise making like 5 of these in one night.
Yeah.
This is one of those like, you're just kind of trying to relax. Maybe you're watching a movie or something, so you're just going to sip on it every once in a while.
Anyways, that was the Hurricane.
And the Bahama Hurricane.
And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and or subscribe, and we will bring you something different next time. And hopefully you learned something from this and can make some of these drinks on your own.
So thanks for watching Let's Drink, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye. Use some more. Oh my God.
Should we even fucking try this?
If anything, the rum smells good.
Yeah, today's been a day. It's not insignificant.
It's not significant.
It's not insignificant.
Oh.
This is 2 oranges worth. It's not an This is what you get from 2 oranges worth. It's not an insignificant amount. I didn't sound like I was sure about that. Oh, wow. What the fuck did we fucking drink today? Nothing. Had some fucking chocolate with whiskey in it.
Yeah. Do work for me, bitch.
Why does this video fucking suck?